Lot 29, 11-4, Tamworth gilt, that much better slingshot.
This was my favorite one 2 weeks ago when I was here, and I thought she was a little skinny. And I still think she's a little skinny, and I'm not so sure she's still not my favorite one. Now, these guys may have their favorites, and I may be the wrong one because I don't do a whole lot in this breed. But what I will say, regardless of color, regardless of breed, skinny livestock that have big bones, long necks, and really, really, really good silhouettes typically will feed. And this hog has those things. She is very memorable in her look from the side. And, man, talk about one that's just got extra extension. She's flat-backed. She's long-hipped. She is extreme in terms of her extension and build from the side. And, man, I can't imagine what a guy could do on the feed bucket with one that just props up like that, balances like that, and bends like that. And that hog there, she's still plenty right, I think, as she comes at you. And that's where I like this gilt. And originally when I was here, I thought her sternum and chest was built into her just as exotic and just as good as any of them. I thought when she left you a little skinny, but her hock was so square and her heel set down so good. I still think those things are very good about this one. I don't know the maturity on these Tamworths. I don't know if she's an expo and done. I don't know if she's a state fair kind of gilt. I don't know how they grow because I don't mess around with a lot of them. I know this has been a lifeblood and a passion of the Scher family at making them better. They'll be able to tell you better in that regard. But, man, I just think from a quality standpoint, this one hit me very, very hard 2 weeks ago. She's still today migrates towards the top of my list. And I know we've discussed a few of these things with the headset off here today. I think this one does lots and lots of good things for me personally.
Yeah, this 11-4 is one that's pretty neat, mate to that choice lot that we're going to go ahead and do. And, this one's a little bit like one of her sisters there. I mean, so extended and so loose in her build. What gets me excited about this gilt, and if you're to show her, that thing throws her tail so high up there on the top side of her hip, and she's so level about her hip. It just gives her such a good look from the side. The way she ties her neck up high, she may be the longest ahead of her blade as any of them, and if that's where you want to gravitate, then more power to you. I think the added mass and power is going to come on this one. Read the pedigree, and it certainly does, because that mother being the 4th overall there at Springfield, and some stuff going back there to the champion at Indiana last year for Macy. I think a good gilt here in 11-4, lot 29.